It's PMacMovies back. We are here to make PMacMovies great again. It's been great the whole time, PMac. What are you talking about? We got another haul. So I made a haul video probably a few weeks ago, two, three, I don't know, a few weeks ago. I basically make haul videos when I have enough to show, and I haven't really had enough to show until this weekend, which is not a ton still, but definitely some quality stuff in here. And I'm going to be talking about one spot in particular that I've probably talked about before, but I'm going to bring it up again, and how you can get pretty decent deals there. So if you enjoy PMacMovies, if you enjoy PMacMovies haul videos, don't forget to like the video and comment, because this is a very small channel trying to bring some more people in. I'm thinking one way to get some more views on these videos, some more eyes on these videos, is to really start doing some unboxings of new releases, especially box sets that people are looking into purchasing. So that might be something I do if I decide to put the time towards it, because I do get some newer box sets and such, and especially some of this Asian stuff I've been getting. I think it's good to do some unboxings of those for people that are interested in those products. PMac buys all these. I buy all these with my own money. None of them sent to me by the studios. You know, I actually, more so lately now, like if I know somebody was sent something through a studio and they're doing a review, I click it right off. Like I was looking for reviews for some of these Asian box sets, and it becomes apparent quick that they were sent it by the company. So it's like, I don't care what you think. If you were sent it, you're basically just sponsoring the product. I mean, I'm not saying people never give bad reviews for products that they're given, but you know, can you really give an honest review if you're just given things? And if you don't give a good review, you may not be given things anymore that you want. So I really appreciate more so watching people who actually buy, you know, they actually enjoy it enough to buy it, and then they're going to give an honest review for it too. So anyway, let's take a look. So let's start off with some Amazon stuff I got. This wasn't high on the list, but it went down to $5, and I had my credit card rewards. I have an Amazon Prime card where I get 5% in rewards on everything I buy from Amazon. So for $5, I used rewards for Marry Me here, something that me and Charmy can watch. I do enjoy Owen Wilson. So to be able to get this for only $5, I thought was a bargain, so I snagged that. Also, I was glad to get this because I've heard good things about it lately, and I wanted it. I know that this is getting a 4K from Kino Lorber, but I'm not, during a sale, it'll be $18. I don't need this for $18 when the Paramount release of Shane is said to be very good. This Paramount Blu-ray release. I paid $8 for this. So I was thinking $8 for this, or $18 for the 4K when it comes out, once it's on sale. I'm just gonna get the Blu-ray for $8. If I read that this transfer was very poor, I would have waited. I've heard really good things about the movie, so I did decide to go ahead and snag it. I thought $8 was very, very reasonable for that. It's supposed to be one of the best Westerns ever. Up next, this is a movie that I'd heard about before, but I'd never seen it cheap. And it didn't get that cheap, but it did drop to $9.99 on Amazon. It might even still be that price. It is Tusk here on Blu-ray plus digital code. This is a A24 movie. It's from 2014, 104 minutes, written and directed by Kevin Smith. Sounds like some crazy stuff goes on in this movie. I think it's considered a horror movie, but it sounds like it's a strange, I'm not sure how much horror, how much comedy. I'm not really sure, and I don't really want to read about the movie too much because I think it'll kind of ruin it. So grab that. $9.99, not necessarily what I wanted to pay for something like this. But if you're interested in something and you've never seen it below that price, and plus it comes with the digital code, I decided to go ahead and grab it. I also use credit card rewards for that. Probably Shane, too. I can't remember. I guess those are all the Amazon ones that I got recently. I did get one cool thing from Goodwill. I guess this is the only thing I've gotten recently from them, but this is a pretty interesting one. This is Antonio Banderas in The 13th Warrior. This is the German release, which is apparently the best release of this. Not to say that it's a great release or anything, but I don't know if I even have the Blu-ray of this. It's directed by John McTiernan. It was $3.99. It is region free, so was pretty glad to be able to get this. Now, the issue with this release, first of all, this is a pretty old Blu-ray. I think like 2009. So yes, it is an old Blu-ray. It's the best way to see this. However, with the subtitles, it has German subtitles, of course. You can turn the bigger subtitles off, but you still get smaller subtitles, which is down in the black portion, like underneath the actual image. There's apparently with certain players, you can move that so it can't be seen. I don't have that option on my LG 4K player that I use for Blu-rays and 4Ks. I wonder if I used one of my Sony players, if maybe those have that option. Probably not, but I could look into it. I think Sony Blu-ray players are generally better than LG, but actually that might be something I could take a look at to try to move that. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be that disruptive because it's not in the actual image of the movie, but it would still be nice to not have it there. And I do like to use English subtitles. I don't know that this has English subtitles on it. I believe just German. And I did pop it in to kind of look at the subtitle issue because I had heard about it after I got this. I read it on message boards, and I mean, the picture quality doesn't look great, but this is the best you can get for this movie, so it was a pretty cool find, I thought. So glad to be able to get that one. A couple one-offs. I actually ordered a couple from Gru for their 2 for $18, and then 20% off made them $7.20 each. So one of the movies was Fallen with Denzel Washington, but they canceled that because they never got it back in stock, which was pretty disappointing because that would have been a cool one to get. I've wanted to watch that movie again recently. I'd always see it on TV. I do have the DVD of it, but I really wanted to get like the better quality Blu-ray. But the other one that I got was Dangerous Liaisons with Glenn Close, John Malkovich, Michelle Pfeiffer. Considered a very good movie. Also, Keanu's in this. Uma Thurman is in this. Now, it's a good movie. It's a pretty entertaining movie. All the characters in this are such pieces of trash. They're pieces of trash / dummies. It's just that sort of thing. I think it's pretty entertaining, but pretty messed up. It's not going to go on the PMac favorites list. Another one which was just like a one title purchase before we get into some of the ones that were a few titles. We have the 10-part documentary event, The Last Dance, the final season of Michael Jordan with the Chicago Bulls. I have seen portions of this, not all of it. I got this from Disney Movie Club. Now, this goes for quite a bit online, unless you bought it from the Disney Movie Club. They marked it down to $10, which seems like they could have put it in their $15 section here at the end where they were getting rid of stuff. But they put it in the $10 portion. It is like a thick box set you can see up here. I mean, it's not, the way they packaged it isn't the greatest. It is 3 discs. Definitely worth $10. I mean, if you're interested in basketball to any degree. And I actually went to one Michael Jordan game in Toronto. I don't know if that would have been his final. It may have been his final season. I can't remember. But they played the game in the Sky Dome, so it was not very good basketball seating. It's a baseball stadium, and they're playing a basketball game in a baseball stadium. Then eventually they went to the Air Canada Center, and I've seen a game from there too. Back when the Raptors had Vince Carter, that way it's definitely a different experience being in like an actual basketball arena versus a baseball stadium watching a basketball game. So, anyway, this is really good. It's 496 minutes, so it's basically like a season. It's 10 episodes, 10-part documentary event. And then I think this has some cool special features too. Got some interviews. Game 6, the movie. That's the one that's supposed to be pretty cool. Game 6, the movie on, I believe that's Jordan's last game with the Bulls is what that is. Against the Utah Jazz in the finals. When Jordan makes a game-winning shot, I believe that's what that is. So very nice to get that for $10. I actually ordered 2 of them because you had to get 2 of the $10 ones to be able to get the deal. So there wasn't anything else I wanted. This is definitely worth more than $10, so I got 2 of these babies. Continuing. Scratch Factory, Scream Factory, Shout Studios, Scratchies. Let's just call them Scratchies. They had a deal for 4Ks. I placed a previous order that I showed off in my last haul video. I made another order, which I got here just a few days ago. I kind of like, these are all movies that I have on Blu-ray. A couple of them I don't even like that much. So I basically got these, I want to have the slipcovers. The slipcovers are going to be valuable. This is going to be the cheapest they're ever going to be. They ended up being $18 each with a 10% off code. One of the movies I really like. 2, like I said, I have to, watch them again. Sometimes, you rewatch a movie and it ends up being way better than, you originally thought it was. So the one that I really like, before we get into that, you order, what's considered to be premium products. Yes, it's during a sale, but, get to the point. Scratch Factory now sends these in bubble mailers. If you don't order, if you don't have enough, if they could put it in a bubble mailer, they put it in a bubble mailer. So you're getting basically an Amazon, type thing bubble mailer, which what happens to Amazon products. So of course you're going to have damaged slipcovers. This could have been way worse. We do have a little bit of damage, but you're ordering these, wanting them to be in mint condition so they'll keep their value. But the movie that I really like out of these, I already have it twice because I have the Arrow and the previous Scream Factory, but it is Candyman here, which is just a really, really good one. Now you can see the corner got it, and you got a little thing. So not horrible, but not mint. Now with the discs, this is Scratch Factory, so of course on the unrated Blu-ray, we have, let's see, it's always a lighting thing. Basically, there's several significant scratches right here. It's pretty blatant, but it's hard with the lighting. And then I think the theatrical cut Blu-ray has some also. Yeah, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Now, the good thing is the 4K disc looked good, surprisingly. It looks good, because usually the 4Ks, it seems like, tend to get more scratches than the Blu-rays, but this one, it's just terrible. It's terrible. I think I was just bored one day at work, so I decided to order these darn things. I should have just been, no Scratch Factory, no. Shove your scratch discs up your beep. Now, this is a movie I've only watched once. I probably need to give it another chance here. It is The Blob here, which I actually have 2 of this. I have the Umbrella one, and Michael Kempton sent me over the Scream Factory one. This one, again, we got, because they used a bubble mailer, you get that sort of thing. But now the good thing is for this one, to me the discs look like they were mint, which is shocking. Yeah, that looks great, and it actually looks like they did, these a lot of these companies from the UK, you can tell the disc is nice and shiny and smooth. It just looks good. Now this looks better, so it's some of these releases, they just do a poorer quality job on the discs. It's strange. And then the other one, which again, I got the Blu-ray pretty affordably for this. I didn't really like the movie that much. I've watched it twice. Apparently the picture quality there's like an updated Blu-ray and a 4K. So I decided to go ahead and get it again. I do like Lance Henriksen, but we got, with the slipcover, Pumpkinhead here. And you do get the updated Blu-ray in this also. Now this one, the slipcover is actually, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, these slipcovers aren't super high quality to begin with. Basically similar to Kino ones. And again, the discs looked excellent for this. The discs looked, you know, like they actually did a nice job making sure it was all smoothed out on the... Actually, ooh, the Blu-ray does have some light scratches here. Yeah. But, I mean, that's nothing too bad. Very, very light scratches. The 4K is the main thing, which is mint, so... It's kind of sad what our standards have sunk to here, but I'm definitely going to be thinking twice. I posted on Instagram a little nugget when I got those. I'm definitely going to be more picky with what I get from Scratch Factory. I don't think I really need to do these upgrades to 4Ks. I talked myself into it. One, I'm getting them for the best price ever with slipcovers, most likely. Two, I can sell the Blu-rays, and hopefully I can get a decent amount of money back. I just kicked this stand. So I talked myself into that upgrade. Up next. So this is 2 orders from Blowitoutahere, which I've really grown to see the benefits of the Blowitoutahere on eBay, which is another Alliance-owned company. Alliance Entertainment also owns Deep Discount. They own Movies Unlimited, and probably some other ones too that I don't recall. They, several. I mean, I think they used to have something called like DVD Planet, which was another one. So yeah, Alliance Entertainment is a big company within the the movie market, I guess. If you buy stuff from various websites and stuff, a lot of times it's Alliance Entertainment sending you the item, the Blu-ray or the DVD or the 4K. So they are pretty far and few between deals there. I mean, the prices on a lot of stuff, not that great. I found that new releases, for certain new releases, very, very solid. For Vinegar Syndrome stuff without the slipcover, if you combine this deal, you buy the 3, you get 20% off with a lot of their items. You got to make sure it's part of the deal, though. You can get it for more, like less than half off, so less than the Vinegar Syndrome sale. So you're going to see a little bit of that in this haul, which actually, I don't think I showed these already. Hopefully, there's 3 I definitely didn't show, and then anyway, then I got 3 brand new releases, cheaper than I could get anywhere. So I went ahead and got those, and close to 50% off for some of them, which pretty much the best you're going to get from a sale in the first, say, year maybe is 50% off. So I got it for just a few bucks more on new release day. So let's take a look at what I got. First, the first order that I got, since that last video, I believe, we got a movie that I really, really wanted, a new release, because I remember like this being on DVD and really wanting the movie. I thought it was a great movie. I really wanted like a Blu-ray or a 4K of this. So to be able to get a nice 4K of it for a good price was very, very nice. It is Narc here on 4K. It's kind of a shame to not be able to get a combo pack, because I'd love to be able to get the 4K disc and the Blu-ray. I could have gotten the Blu-ray for a few bucks less. I decided to get the 4K because it is a movie that I really like, and just decided to go in that direction. Sometimes I decided to get the Blu-ray because I don't know that the picture quality difference is going to be huge, but I wanted to get the best edition of this particular movie. This would be a good one to make like an unboxing for, actually. So this stars Jason Patric and the always intense Ray Liotta. Really, really good movie. The last half hour of this, very, very intense. High recommendation on this. So I got this, I believe it was like $29 and then 20% off. So it ended up being less than 50% off. So say Barnes & Noble does a 50% off sale. This would be $24.99. I definitely wanted to make sure I secured a copy. So it ended up being, like I said, a little bit less than 50% off. Blow It Out of Here already had a very solid price on this for the 29 bucks it was. So to be able to get 20% off of that also was just a really, really good deal, I thought. Up next, we have the Prophecy Collection. This is a Vinegar Syndrome. This is one that I've wanted since it came out. And my mind was basically set on getting the box set version during the first time it would be on sale, which that Vinegar Syndrome sale just ended. I got this prior to that. I bought this prior to that, knowing that Vinegar Syndrome was going to have this at 50% off. What's the reason, you may ask? Or you might not, but I'm going to tell you anyway here at PMacMovies. I guess, I was thinking, the first movie out of this is really the only one that's considered to be very good. So I was thinking, even during the Vinegar Syndrome sale, the box is it has like a box, and then I think maybe a slipcover under it too. It has like the box that pulls off, and then the slipcover. So it's nice. That was going to be $50. Just the, this version with just the case, $35. And I was like, do I really want to pay $15? It's basically got one movie in it. $15 more, $50 for this. And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't sure. And then I was able to get this on Blow It Out of Here, I think for $32, maybe? So you're making it an $18 difference. Plus a little tax savings, probably. So that's like 19. Oh, that's 19 or $20 if you include the tax. It's getting close. It's like maybe $19.50, something like that. Am I gonna pay $20 or whatever for the box? I'm gonna just grab this. And I did watch the first movie since I got it. It's a pretty solid movie. I believe I had seen it before, but yeah, I think that's a good way to get this if they still have it. And it has 2 4K discs and 2 Blu-ray discs. It's a pretty good bargain actually for the $32. It's a pretty good deal for that. Way better transfer than the Prophecy's ever gotten before. And then the other one was another one that I knew that I wanted from Vinegar Syndrome during the sale. Again, I was able to get it several dollars cheaper than 50% off. I believe it would have been $25. Well, let me show you what it is. It is the Apocalypse Tetralogy, which is some like Polish sci-fi type movies. It is 4 movies. It is 363 minutes combined. We have, they're all 80s movies. So we got Gollum, The War of the Worlds Next Century, Oba, The End of Civilization, and Gaga, The Glory of Heroes. So this is definitely one that I wanted. I had read good things about it. And heard good things about it. Wasn't able to get like the, I don't know if it had a slipcover or maybe something more like the Prophecy had. I'm not 100% sure, but that was long sold out. So I was able to get this for like a really like 22 maybe. So it was several dollars cheaper than it would have been on Vinegar Syndrome, and I get it a lot quicker. The issue is with the discs in this. There's some issues with the discs, like they have little dots and stuff, and one of them did have a scratch. They gave me a few more dollars off. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I mean, nothing that I suspect is going to affect playback, but that's more of a Vinegar Syndrome issue, which they usually don't have, so that was kind of weird, but I thought that was a really nice beer me for something I definitely wanted. And then out of this next one, I ordered this just recently. These were new releases this week. Blow It Out of Here got it to me very, very quickly. Their shipping that they use, they usually ship it out the next day after the order or the day after that, and then it only takes 2 or 3 days to get to me. So in this one, we got a box set that I had my eye on that I knew was coming out and I wanted because it's some Asian movies. And then I got a movie that I had on DVD. I've never actually watched it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I definitely wanted to get it. I'll talk about that. And then another Asian set that I didn't know about. I saw it on there as a new release on Blow It Out of Here, and I decided to get that as my third for 20% off. So let's take a look at the single movie first. We got Cemetery Man on Blu-ray. This is a movie that I'm surprised did not have a U.S. release until I think maybe was it Black Friday that Severin put this out. Now they put this out in a 3 or 4 disc set with, I believe it had a slipcover, a nice set, but they wanted like 50 or 55 bucks for it, and I mean, if it was a movie, I don't know. I did buy that Argento movie for very, very expensive because they said like, oh, if you don't get this, we're not going to put it in a slimmed down version, and I don't know that they ever did. So this, I knew was going to get a less expensive version, or I was pretty sure would. So I waited on it, and that just got released. So I could have gotten the 4K Blu-ray combo. That was 28 bucks minus 20% off. This one was about 20 bucks minus 20% off. So this ended up being about 16 bucks, 16 and change for the Blu-ray. I was fine. I read a little bit regarding the 4K and the Blu-ray. It sounded like, the reviewer actually, it sounded like kind of preferred the Blu-ray over the 4K actually. So I was like, I'm just going to get the Blu-ray. Although I remember with 3D movies, I would get the 3D combo pack and then sell the 3D disc. I don't know that, I just don't have the time and the, to be able to do that. I don't know if they'd even sell in that way. Maybe you'd be able to make your money back and actually maybe you could sell a 4K disc only for 15. I don't know. You probably wouldn't end up with much. So I got this 16 bucks. And I can actually, it's got the nice black case, so maybe I won't make this into a combo pack, but I have the DVD also, so I could make this a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Cemetery Man, Michael Soavi, I'm not sure. I know he did a couple other movies that I may be getting those Severin versions also, but they were a little bit more expensive than this and ones that aren't supposed to be as good. The Church and the Sect. I do have UK releases of those, which one of them is supposed to be solid quality, one of them isn't. So I'll have to look into that more, but I'll probably end up with the Severin versions of those also. But really glad to get Cemetery Man on Blu-ray finally. And then the 2 Asian box sets. The first one is one that I had my eye on. I knew it was coming out and I wanted it. And Blow It Out of Here just had an absolutely fantastic price for it. It is Shinobi, put out by Radiance. Shinobi box set. This is 3 Shinobi movies. Here's that. This is one that I should do a little unboxing for show. So it's like ninja movies. I believe they're all in black and white from 1962 to 1963. Yes, they are black and white Japanese ninja movies. So they had the really good price on. I had been seeing it for like, I think on Amazon it was $45. Several places it was like $45. At deep discount it was $40. So I was waiting to be able to get it for $40 and the 15% off discount code. Then I saw it on Blow It Out of Here. But, usually it has like the buy 3, get 20% off thing under, and it didn't have it for this one. So I'm like, 36 is still a good price for this. I might just get it for 36, even though it isn't 20% off. But then I put them in my cart and saw this was coming up as 20% off. So this was $36 and 20% off of that. I think that ended up being less than 30 bucks. So that was a fantastic bargain for Shinobi. Really glad to be able to get that one. Can't believe it was so affordable. And then we got, this is one that I knew nothing about. I just saw it on there and then I did research. It is, Eureka is starting to release movies here in the U.S. This must be one of their first ones. It is Ken Takakura, Prison Walls 1 through 3. Prison Walls, Abashiri Prison. 1 through 3. 267 minutes. again, 3 Japanese movies from 1965. It does have a slipcover. You can see the artwork on the slipcover. Now this was $41 on Blowitoutahere. The 20% off brought it down to $33. I did some researching around. It was usually around like $45. On MVD Entertainment, it was $32 or $33. However, you'd have to pay shipping on that too. So this was easily the cheapest. I mean, if it was a 50% off sale, the MSRP for this is $60. So that would bring it down to $30. I figured for $33, brand new, you know, the slipcover is still going to be in good shape, which they use like the nice, like what Arrow uses for slipcovers, like the thicker plastic. That's going to keep the slipcovers safe. The slipcover is in mint condition. Scratch Factory could learn a lesson. Scratch Factory don't give an F. They don't give a shit what you got. I just hope that we can come together and make an impact against Scratch Factory, because when a business is not caring about their customers, you know, they're selling to collectors, they're not caring about scratch discs. I mean, they're being as strict as like, yeah, there's scratches on it, but that won't affect playback. Those are just little scratches. These are supposed to be collector's items. These are supposed to be mint. The slipcovers are supposed to be mint. Oh, that's just a little damage. If you packed it properly, if you put some bubbles, if you used a box, if you put some love into it, if you acted like you cared about the product, it would have got to me mint. But if people keep buying stuff willy-nilly from them, which I buy stuff from them, but I'm selective, and I'm going to get more selective. And I definitely don't buy stuff at full price. Like that's crazy talk. If you are shelling out money, especially brand new, like new release prices, and you're basically allowing this horrible quality control to continue. So we have to come together against Scratch Factory, or it's just going to keep getting worse. A company like Eureka, like Arrow Video, you never see scratches. And whenever I ordered, I believe it was from Eureka. When I ordered from Eureka, from the UK, or Indicator, or those two companies in particular, which Indicator, they got some scratch discs too, but their customer service will take care of you. What's the issue? Send over a replacement. Scratch Factory is like, F you. We're going to keep doing this crap quality control, and you're going to put up with it, baby. We don't give a shit. We have to stop supporting that company to that degree. If something's an unbelievable price, I mean, I'm still going to get it, because, you know, for some, you know, Scratch Factory is the only company that has certain things. You want it, you get it. Do you pay full price for it? I mean, I guess if you really want it, but again, you're supporting a company that is doing things the wrong way. They're getting worse. Their customer service is getting worse, because what's happening is there's so many people reaching out with issues that they're like, well, we got to put some boundaries here. We got to set up some boundaries. We can only replace discs that are this bad, because there's so many of them that are this bad. We only replace the ones that are this bad. Like it's a bunch of BS, and it's getting consumers used to that sort of thing too. But maybe I need to make a video about Scratch Factory. It's just it's frustrating, and people will just throw money. Stop doing it, because you are supporting a company that is getting a lot of movies that we love, and then they're putting out to collectors damaged items. It's not right. So let me know your thoughts on anything that I talked about in this video. Let me know your thoughts on my haul here. I do appreciate the support. If it's just a thumbs up and a comment, really appreciate it, because, you know, that makes it it basically brings in more viewers, which is what we need here on PMacMovies. Get more people in watching PMacMovies again. Make PMacMovies great again, baby. We'll see you next time on PMac.